Welcome back to Newsbeat. We're turning out to sports with John Bennett. And John, I don't think it takes a football expert to see that LSU struggled a little bit with Louisiana Tech this past weekend.
You're right, Abe. The offense is very lackluster, but the good news is that Jordan Jefferson has been practicing all week, and as Eric Vollenreiter tells us, the team is preparing hard for the Ole Miss Rebels.
With only 2 games left, the LSU football team is treating the final stretch as a season within a season.
Oh, these last 2 games are a season, like you said. We can either end 10-2 or 8-4. And I mean, for us to go in the direction of 10-2, we have to start with Ole Miss.
Helping the drive for a 4th 10-win season in 5 years will be the return of sophomore quarterback Jordan Jefferson. With Jefferson back in the mix, it will allow for more diverse play calling for a team that could only produce 24 points against Louisiana Tech.
Well, I definitely think the coaches, feel a little more comfortable and they go out there, and the play calling is a little different when Jordan's out there. He's a guy, he brings a lot of different dimensions to this team. His athletic ability allows him to do that. So, it's definitely going to be a good thing.
The Tigers will need a complete performance if they want to keep up with an Ole Miss team that hung 42 points on Tennessee last weekend and averages 31 points per game.
Yeah, they have a complete offense. Their offensive line is big and strong. Their back, you can do anything with them. You can line them up in the eye, you can line them up in the slot. You can just do anything with them. And we just got to come out and execute and be ready to play for these guys.
The Tigers do have one thing going for them. The game is in Oxford, where the Tigers have not lost since 1998. For Newsbeat, I'm Eric Vollenreiter, on LSU Sports.
The LSU men's basketball team got off to a great start in NIT tournament play Tuesday night with a 71-60 beating of Western Kentucky. The team plays again Wednesday night when they take on number 13 Connecticut. The game will be a semifinal matchup in the season tip-off tournament. All remaining games in the tournament will be played in New York City in Madison Square Garden Arena. The women's basketball team season started off with a promising preseason ranking number 9 in the nation. The Lady Tigers have continued to impress as they have beat their first 3 opponents by an average of 43 points. They are now ranked 7th nationally heading into a weekend homestand against Houston and Nicholls State. Both games will take place in the PMAC. The Lady Tigers had a bit of a down year in the second season with head coach Van Chancellor, but they're looking promising with that number 9 ranking in the preseason. Now they're up to number 7. Get excited, Ed.
Yeah, that 92-19 destruction of Centenary looked real good.
I'd call it a destruction.
Yeah.
Thanks, John.